Okay, let's get down to business. Let's talk about what you need to do prior to the first deadline. In Blackboard, if we go to begin here, there is one Blackboard assignment in the whole semester, and it has to be done before the first deadline, and that is the information intake form. Notice it says download and complete the attached form. So we would click on this. In Google Chrome, it downloads it immediately here to wherever your default download folder is. You can open it in the folder, or you can simply click on it and it will open in Microsoft Word. You can fill this out with your name. Your class time would simply be online, or whatever time your class meets. Indicate a cell phone number and/or other phone number where you can be reached in case of an emergency. Your NPC email is so that I can verify that you know your username. It would be your username at np.edu. That's your NPC webmail. You can give me an alternate email address as well. Student work status simply means how many hours are you taking as a student? Are you working another job? Are you living with your grandparents? Do you have 8 children? Whatever is helpful for me to know what is on your plate this semester. So I could say taking 15 hours at NPC, working 20 hours per week at Home Depot. And then tell me your experience in working with or not working with computers. How do you feel about this particular course? Here, tell me something about your hometown, hobbies, family, etc. This is optional. And then if there's anything else you'd like me to know, put that there. The critical part of this is a legal agreement where you say, I have thoroughly read and completely understand the syllabus for this course. I'm particularly aware of how the attendance policy, and we'll look at that, even though this is an online course, it has to do with participation, how that affects my grade and the circumstances under which I may be dropped from the class. And I agree to adhere to the contents of the syllabus and with your signature, and since this is online, you can just type your name, and if you want to, you could make it a fancy script signature if you want to. And then you can put the date, save it. So I'm going to save this, and then you would find out where it is. And in my case, I do them to the downloads. Here's my information form. I just saved it on this date, and now I want to upload it to here. Here's the date that it's due in this particular semester when I'm making the video, and I can either say browse my computer, or I can simply drag and drop it into this dotted area. So I'm going to see it right here, drag and drop it into this dotted area. It attaches that file, and I can say submit, and now that form is submitted. To refresh a page, you can press the F5, the function 5 key on your keyboard, or you can go up here and click the reload or refresh button in any browser. It shows that that has been submitted. It shows me a preview of what I submitted. That is how you submit a Blackboard assignment. Now let's look at all the assignments in TestOut. Here are the TestOut assignments, and they are in order from top to bottom chronologically. So here's everything that we're supposed to do in the first week. Here is the date that all those things are due, and that is at 11:59 p.m. on that date. You do not have to let me know anything. You do not have to turn anything in. You simply complete these assignments in TestOut, as we've discussed, and I will download the grades from TestOut. You can see your grades in your reports in TestOut. One more thing that's very important. If you look at the syllabus in this course, we click on the first part, which is specific to this class, and notice on the front page right here, very, very important, our division says If a student does not attend 85% of classes to date, they may be dropped. Since this is an online class, that does not apply, but there are two other things that must also be satisfied. A student must complete 85% of all assignments to date. We looked at that first deadline date. There are 10 labs that are assigned for that deadline date. There's also the one information intake form that we looked at. What does that mean? That means you have to submit 85% of those assignments or you might be dropped after the first deadline. There are 11 assignments altogether. 9 out of 11 is still only 81%. So submit all those assignments and you have to make satisfactory academic progress. In other words, simply submitting them all with a 5 or a 10% on each of those labs, or submitting the information form with nothing but your name, that is not making satisfactory academic progress. I urge you, simply do the things you're supposed to do them to the best of your ability. If you have questions, please email me and I will do everything I can to help you succeed in this class.